Hey everyone, it's your girl Angela. It's time for the Passionoy Spark. Are you ready? Here we go. If today you found out you had 90 days left to live, would you be fulfilled with the way you've lived your life so far? Take a moment to really think about that. While you're reflecting, come on in and grab your favorite drink, find a cozy seat. A warm welcome to the new visitors in the house, and a special shout out to my club elites and VIPs. There wouldn't be a clubhouse without you. It's time to get started. You ready to take some notes? Because it's about to be some transformation going on in the Passionoy Clubhouse today. Today we're diving deep into a topic that will challenge us all. We're going to have to think about how we've been living and what it truly means to put ourselves first. Now let's get to the Passionoy Power Up, because that spark I just asked is going to be the guide as we explore how to start living a life of fulfillment and intention. So let me ask you this. What if those 90 days started right now? Would you be able to step into them feeling fulfilled and ready to enjoy what's next or what truly matters? Or would you be all scrambled trying to make up for lost times and trying to figure out how you're going to live your best life in the next 90 days? Fair question. Today, we are going to be uncovering the 7 signs that you've been putting yourself last, and how you can flip the script and start living fully today. Now that we've sparked some serious reflection and powered up with that question, let's shift gears and dive into today's Clubhouse Pulse. We're going to recap the 7 clues from the Faceless Passionoy video. Today, we are going to be making sure we learn to put ourselves first and why it's time to make that change. In the Passionoy video, we uncovered 7 clues that show you might not be putting yourself first. Let's go through them together. So I'm not sure if you guys already checked out the video on our Passionoy Faceless channel. I'm going to cue it up over here on my computer. Okay, this is the video. And this is our thumbnail, 7 clues you don't love yourself. However, I did change the title to 7 clues you're not putting yourself first. It's time to love yourself today. So, our video recap, clue number 1, feeling undeserving of love. You know that voice in your head that tells you, I'm not worthy? It's sneaky, isn't it? But we all deserve love, even when we don't feel like it. The truth is, you are worth it just as you are today. Clue number 2, fear of abandonment. This one hits home, especially if you ever felt like you needed to do everything to keep people around. It can be exhausting to live that way. Constantly worried about losing people if you don't do everything right. Clue number 3, self-sabotage. We all do this, right? You start making progress, and then bam, you find a way to mess things up. I'm guilty of that one. Maybe it's because deep down we're afraid of success or happiness. But we've got to ask ourselves, why are we getting in our own way? Clue number 4, ignoring your own needs. This one happens so easily, especially if you're always the go-to person for everything except you. When was the last time you asked yourself, What do I need today? If your answer is, I can't remember, then it's time for a change. Clue number 5, addictive habits. Sometimes we find ourselves turning to things like social media, shopping, food, or even work to fill a void. If you're using these habits to numb emotional pain or avoid dealing with something deeper, it's a sign that self-love needs to grow. These habits might feel comforting in the moment, but they ultimately hold us back from truly caring for ourselves. Clue number 6, seeking external acceptance. Have you ever caught yourself relying on others' approval to feel worthy? It's natural to want recognition. But if your value is tied up into what others think, you might be giving way too much power to them. Self-love means knowing your worth from within, not from others' opinions. Clue number 7, disassociation from others. If you find yourself withdrawing from social situations and avoiding deep connections, this can be a sign of low self-esteem or fear of rejection. It's like putting up a wall to protect yourself, but in the end, it leaves you feeling isolated and disconnected. True self-love always allows you to open up and be vulnerable to others. So that's the 7 clues from our video. Now that we've walked through these, let's talk about what we can do to tackle them and start living a life where you and me are a priority. All right, those 7 clues might hit home with some of you, but I've got to be real. I've struggled with about 4 of those clues throughout my life. And here's the thing. I'm not feeling bad about it. It's because that's exactly why we're here, to grow, to learn, and to step into the best versions of ourselves. Now, as of today's date, I don't struggle with putting myself first in the same areas. I'm able to show up for you and the people who mean the world to me because of my own personal experiences and growth. However, we all know there's new challenges that arise. There are other things that I still need to do to put myself first. I'm always working on me. Just because you master one area doesn't mean that other things won't come up. That's why this moment to make the shift to living our best lives from this day forward matters. You matter to me. And I've got something to help you on that journey. So stick around until the end for your Clubhouse party favor. It's an exclusive bonus that's going to give you practical steps to start prioritizing yourself. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Clubhouse Heart, which is one of my favorite sections of the Clubhouse. It's where I share a personal story related to our feature today, which is putting yourself first. So let me share a moment of my own life when I didn't put myself first. I was in college, a sophomore, and I found myself pregnant with my first child, Jalen. I was 20 years old, unwed, and honestly, I never thought I'd be in that situation. But I was, and I was really excited to be a new mom and to be his mother. For the moment, my number one goal was to make sure he had a father in the home. I remember it like it was yesterday. I didn't have one growing up. My father was around, but not around, if you know what I mean. And I loved him. I was a daddy's girl. But he wasn't around, and I knew the emptiness that created in me. So I made it a priority from that point to find a husband and build a family for my son. That's where I first started not putting me first. I began entering relationships not based on what was best for me, but the one goal to have a husband, a father for my son, and live happily ever after is what I thought. I got into unhealthy relationships with men that I shouldn't have been with. And all because I believed to put the man first, build him up, everything else will fall into place. I thought if I could make marriage the priority, then after that, Angela would be able to live her dreams. That's not what happened. Looking back now, I see how this connects to the clues we talked about. I ignore my own needs. That was clue number 4. Thinking that as long as I made someone else happy, everything will fall into place. I self-sabotage. That was clue number 3. By staying in relationships that weren't good for me, hoping they would magically become good for me. Didn't believe that I deserved any better at that time. Clue number 1. So I settled hoping someone else would fulfill the role of loving me the way I deserved. I can see now that that was a cycle that I continued, and it wasn't putting me first. Not believing that I could create the life I wanted without someone else completing it. And that's why we're here today, to learn from this and make building a life where we put ourselves first. Because only then we can be better for the people we love, like Jalen and the rest of my family. So we've been reflecting a lot. And let's switch it up. We're going to go to the Angela fun fact. Did you know that I moved more times than I can count? I was born in Michigan, moved to California, moved to Florida, moved to Texas, and now we're in North Carolina. And yes, I bounced back and forth between some of those places more than once. Right now I'm in Cary, North Carolina, and I plan to stay put. But who knows, right? Anybody want to place a bet? This is where the joy comes in from Passionoy. I love to laugh daily. It's very important to make sure that you can find some humor, especially with all the responsibilities we have and the world we live in. It's a vital thing for you to be able to laugh and find humor in the little things for self-care. But seriously, I don't mind sharing my flaws. That's what we're here for, real transformation. It's not about perfection. It's about acknowledging where we've been, what we did wrong, laughing about it, and doing something to make a change. My hope's not moving again, but hey, we'll see. Now that we've had a bit of fun, let's shift into today's Live Your Best Life Challenge. This is all about taking small steps that lead to real change. Okay, Club Elites, this is your moment. I want you to take a pause here and really reflect. If you can grab a pen and write down 2 important things for me. First, list 7 things you've always wanted to do but haven't made time for doing them. Let's get real. What's been sitting on your heart that you've been putting off? It's time to bring those dreams to light. Next, I want to celebrate what we have been doing right. So write down 3 things that you're proud of, that you finally started doing this year. Putting yourself first. Yes, you. We spend so much time focusing on what's next, but let's take a moment and give ourselves credit for the things we've already begun. Okay, so if you can't write them down right now, take a deep moment, time to reflect on these things. This is your Passionoy moment. It's time to show up for yourself. Whether you pause and write it down or take the time to reflect later, make sure you get these down. This is how we start living our best lives, taking action today. So, okay, it's my turn. I'll go first. These are a few things I've been putting off that I know I need to make a priority. Number one, staying hydrated. That's a big one for me. It's like an act of God to get me to drink water. I've been like that my whole life. Water is my least favorite thing to drink. And I know it makes me not healthy. It impacts so many areas in my life, especially over 50 years old. So I need to make that a priority. Number two, I love to travel more. I am a VIP travel agent that doesn't travel. The only time I travel is for family reunions or to go to people's house like family, and that's going to the same places. So I would love to start putting myself first and traveling to these wonderful destinations and seeing the world, something I've always wanted to do. My sister even says I'm ridiculous for not going anywhere, but it's still on my list and I'm gonna make it happen. Now for the things I've already started doing that I used to put off. So first, I've been eating healthier this year in my wonderful Passionoy home kitchen over there. Me and my daughter started off in January. I decided to order Home Chef. I was so excited. Easy to have everything right there. You got the recipe and you can follow along. And it was just something great for me and her to do together. So it allowed me to start eating healthier, less processed foods, less fast foods. And so that was one thing that I'm really proud of that I've been doing since January all the way up to tonight when I make one of my Home Chef meals. Number two, I finally started my own business. I've been talking about it for the longest, been giving people advice on business. Finally started my own business March 3rd, 2024. Passionoy was created. My faceless channel that I'm hoping that you're already subscribed to. This wonderful video came from there. And then in October, recently now, we have business number 2, Passionoy Clubhouse. So I'm very excited about that as well. And there's so many other things that we have in the making, like one-on-one mentoring, digital products, merchandise that I already have in play. I finally want to start writing my first book, 2025, that's starting. And I'm going to be able to keep you posted on both of these channels on all those things. I'm creating the best version of me in each one of these videos, and I just want you to come along with me. The Passionoy Faceless channel is where we collect the knowledge, and then in the Clubhouse together is where we put in the action, one day at a time, and then we do the work. This is where we do the work. I promise it will only get better. We're only going up from here. So how are you feeling? Can you feel the shift happening? The spark focusing on you? It's a powerful thing if you really are in it and ready to make a difference today. It feels good. It's the magic of taking action and showing up for yourself. If you're vibing with this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And make sure you subscribe to both Passionoy and Passionoy Clubhouse, because this is just the beginning. There's so much more coming your way, and I don't want you to miss a thing. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's dive into next section, which is called the Wisdom Flow. Now, each video has a PDF or activity with it, so I wanted us to take a moment together. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to have a seat because this is our wisdom flow moment. Go ahead and close your eyes, clear your mind, and just breathe. I'm going to read the 11 questions that will help us start processing where we are in our journey of self-love. This isn't about right or wrong. This is about recognizing how much we need to start putting ourselves first. It's about positive change and stepping into the life we deserve. As I read these questions, feel free to just listen, or if you want, you can pause the video and grab the printout, or even start answering the questions right now, whatever feels right. Matter of fact, let's go over here to our printout of the wisdom flow. You ready? So in the printout, I was able to tell you to set the mood, download the questionnaire, reflect on your feelings, answer honestly, and be kind to yourself. So here is the 11 questions that I'm going to ask, that you're going to ask yourself on this journey of self-love. So remember, take a deep breath, close your eyes. I'm just going to go through the 11 just so we can start thinking about it. Number 1, am I constantly seeking validation and approval from others? Number 2, do I prioritize my physical and mental well-being? Number 3, am I setting healthy boundaries in my relationships? Number 4, do I neglect my own needs and prioritize the needs of others? Number 5, am I engaging in self-destructive behaviors or habits? Number 6, do I have difficulty accepting compliments or recognizing my own strengths? Number 7, do I take time to pursue my passions and interests? Number 8, do I avoid opportunities for personal growth or self-improvement due to fear or failure or rejection? Number 9, am I forgiving myself for past mistakes and embracing self-acceptance? Number 10, do I rely on external factors such as material possessions or achievements to feel a sense of worth or validation? Number 11, am I surrounding myself with supportive and uplifting people? That's where we're at now. Supportive and uplifting. That's the Passionoy Clubhouse. So I'm glad you're here. Take a moment to let it all sink in. And remember, this isn't about having all the answers today. None of us do. It's about starting the process of committing to making yourself a priority. If you'd like to dive deeper into these questions, just click the link below in the video description and give me your email. I'll send the PDF to you right away so you can take time to reflect more fully. However you choose, engage. Remember, you're doing this for you, and that's powerful. Now that these questions have opened a new perspective, let's continue on our journey of self-love. Let's hold on to this thought. The way you love yourself is the foundation for everything in your life. When we build from that foundation, everything else becomes possible. Our dreams, our relationships, our happiness, our successes. With that in mind, let's step into the next part of our journey, Angela's Coaching Corner, where we'll explore how to take these insights and transform them into something meaningful together. All right, Club Elites, let's switch things up with a fun and powerful exercise. I want you to close your eyes again and imagine what your best day looks like. You've been prioritizing yourself, and today is the day where everything goes right. I'm looking forward to that one. Picture it now. Maybe you're waking up feeling refreshed and full of energy with a trip booked to a sunny beach. I'm thinking Hawaii. Or perhaps you're waking up in New York City, ready to head to a Broadway play. Maybe you're skiing in Vail, walking through the Grand Canyon, or watching the Northern Lights in awe. Or it could be something closer to home, like waking up to a big family gathering and everyone's together and happy. And for me, my best day ever will be waking up in the morning at the Ritz-Carlton Maldives. Overwater, sweet, on my honeymoon. Just imagine it. Me and my love of my life. Blue skies, crystal clear waters, white sand. Just peace, joy, and good times. Now, what about you? What's your perfect day? Let your imagination run wild and take a moment to soak that in. What are you feeling? You can pause the video or do it right now while you're in the moment. No excuses. Or make a mental note and write this down and do it later. This is what I call a heart melt. It will make you feel good and it'll put a smile on your heart. Okay, we've covered some amazing ground today, and now it's time to wrap things up with something extra special. Remember that Clubhouse party favor I mentioned earlier? Well, the moment has arrived. It's time to get excited and to share the exclusive gift I have for you. It's crafted to help you take everything we explored today and turn it into real progress starting now. Let's dive into the big reveal. Okay, you ready? Now that we've explored so much today, it's time for your special Clubhouse party favor. I'm thrilled to share with you the best version of you, Best Life PDF, designed to help you break through those 7 areas where we often hold ourselves back. This resource includes daily mantras and simple action steps and a brief description of why all of this will matter for you. This guide will help you put yourself first because that's what you deserve. This isn't just about reflection, it's about transformation. Every day you'll be taking real steps closer to being the best version of yourself. One where you come first without guilt or hesitation. And trust me, the benefits of doing this work are life-changing. I started this year and look at me now. So don't wait. Click the link in the video description, enter your email, and I'll send you the PDF straight to your inbox. You're already taking the first step by being here in the Clubhouse today, and I'm proud of you. Now let's go to the next level. Our goal in the Passionoy Clubhouse is to level up together. And so I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what's inside of the PDF. I'll share 2 of the areas that I've been working on my self-love journey. The PDF covers all 7 of the clues in a daily fashion. So day 1 to 7, each clue with a mantra, an actionable step, and a brief description of the benefit. So the one that I've been working on is number 4, which is day 4, ignoring self-care. The mantra is, my needs matter, and I choose to prioritize them without hesitation. So that's what I just say to myself. My needs matter, and I choose to prioritize them without hesitation. My actionable step has been to schedule 30 minutes of self-care daily, whether it's reading, meditation, or taking a bath, or just sitting quietly, or reading my Bible in my case. Make sure to spend time focused on yourself. Benefit: prioritizing your own needs recharges your energy and helps you show up to be a better you. You'll feel more balanced, less stressed, and more in control of your life. So that's one I'm working on. The other one will be day number 5, addictive habits. The mantra I say for that one is, I replace harmful habits with healthy actions that nurture my mind and my body. Actionable step: identify one habit that doesn't serve your well-being and choose a healthier alternative. For example, if you tend to overeat when stressed, try going on a walk or journaling instead, or try eating something healthy like fruit or a vegetable. Benefit: breaking addictive habits opens up space for healthier coping mechanisms of self-care. You'll feel more controlled over your life and better equipped to handle stress. These are just a couple examples from the PDF that I can tell you they're making small changes are a huge impact on your life. So if you're ready to do the same, click the link below and get started. Well, Club Passionoy Elites and VIPs, it's that time in the clubhouse. We've learned all this Passionoy goodness, but it's up to you now. We've got to live it, breathe it, and walk it out every single day. The Passionoy life isn't just something we talk about. It's how we rise into our best selves. So until we meet again in the clubhouse, live your best life more today than you did yesterday, but less than you will tomorrow. The clubhouse never closes, but the after party is just getting started. Dive into all the valuable resources from both channels. Keep living your best life, one video at a time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is your time to invest in you. Hang out and explore. I'll see you next time, right here in the clubhouse.